I'm Charlie Pavlicic. I'm the STEM coordinator here at Wolf Ridge GLC. When you come up here, you might not expect it, but we're basically a college campus feel. Right now we're in the Science Center where a bunch of classrooms are, but we're on top of what we call the main campus, or on top of Wolf Ridge, where there's about a dozen buildings. We have staff housing, 2 different buildings for students to come up and visit, a dining hall, a main office, 2 classroom buildings, a maintenance building, our furnace building that heats most of the buildings on campus. That's just on top of the ridge, which is just a small portion, and around us is 2,000 acres of forested land that Wolf Ridge has trails spanning. And so we've got north into the Sawmill Creek Valley or south towards Wolf Lake. On a given day, a kid might end up in 2 different places that are almost 3 or 4 miles apart, and they'll never leave Wolf Ridge campus, which is really, really cool. And they'll be exploring things from looking and tracking wolf tracks in the North Valley, or deer tracks, lynx, or bobcat, to the South Valley, going out on Wolf Lake, which is frozen right now, and putting underwater cameras underneath the ice and trying to catch perch and trying to learn from what a lake looks like during the time that it's frozen. It's amazing watching them change throughout the week and get comfortable being outside. And a lot of kids now spend about 10 minutes a day on outside activities that are unstructured. And so a lot of kids just aren't comfortable being outdoors. And so to go from being the beginning of the week, just getting them acclimated to being outside, to them tracking critters up and down Sawmill Creek and digging through the snow and just finding these things. And there's a different type of learning that is just so hard to do in a classroom. Someone can tell you stuff all day long, but if you're the one asking the questions, that means you're actually learning something. And out here, to get them outside to just look at, like, oh, what's going on over there? How can you tell the difference between these trees? Is some of my favorite ones in the winter, and which I think is really, really cool.
My name is Joe Walewski, and I'm a naturalist at Wolf Ridge. I've been here for a little over 30 years, and I work with all of our naturalists that do most of the teaching. I do less teaching with our school groups and more behind-the-scenes teaching with the teachers who do the teaching.
You teach the teachers?
Yeah.
These are the graduate naturalists?
Graduate naturalists as well as our program naturalists, so I get to help to manage all those types of things, yeah.
Great.
My name is Bree, and I'm a mentor naturalist, which means I'm a second-year naturalist. So I did the graduate naturalist program last year, and then applied to stay a second year and help mentor the new nats going through the program for the first time, and helping out Wolf Ridge and exploring different interests like helping Charlie out or helping adventures and stuff like that.
And what brought you here the first time?
Ooh, good question. I got my undergrad in high school biology, high school teaching, and I wanted to teach environmental studies, but that wasn't like a legal teaching license to get in Minnesota at the time, so I decided to get a master's certificate in environmental education and sustainability here at Wolf Ridge so that I could be better positioned to do a high school environmental studies job. But then when I came here and I started teaching outside, I decided I didn't really want to go back into the classroom. So I might in 10 years, but I'm definitely hooked on outdoor education.
Outdoor classroom is for you.
Outdoor school for sure.
My name is Johnny Tossin, and I'm right now just doing some readings. We went out yesterday and collected some lichens, fungus growing on lichens, and there's a whole host of strange ecological things. So sometimes other fungus come and parasitize those fungus that are part of the lichen. So pretty complex, but...
Any learning that you can share so far, or too soon?
Just that there's always more to learn. I thought I knew something about lichens, and then I discovered those a couple months ago, and now I have very little information on them, but I'm trying to learn more every day.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm Logan Woods, and I'm a graduate naturalist here, which means basically work here during the week, and then we're kind of bookended with classes. And so Monday mornings before students come and Friday afternoons, right after they leave, we take classes or seminars, and we end up getting some graduate credits that eventually build up to a graduate certificate in environmental education, which is really, really neat. We get credits while also experience. A lot of the sort of, pull in this is being able to come and get experience. It's more about getting in the field and doing stuff than it is like, you know, being in a classroom, which I really enjoy.
My name is Rachel Clark. I'm a naturalist here at Wolf Ridge, and I am deep cleaning our hydroponic farm stand, which is a way for us to grow vegetables and herbs inside during the winter, and also offer a little bit of engagement and education for students here in the dining hall. Here we've got like cilantro and dill. In this section, there's spinach and arugula and some basil as well. And then over here we've got some lettuce growing. And then you can see that bottom row of the farm stand has some kale growing as well. So all of these kind of stack up on each other, and they look pretty cool. I think they look kind of like a spaceship when they're all put together. So the lights are set on a timer, and then there's water that cycles through on a timer as well, so that they get all they need. And we add nutrients into the water so that they can keep growing. And it's been really fun to like engage students with growing vegetables inside during the winter, because our farm can't keep growing vegetables when there's 4 feet of snow. Yeah, or 1 feet of snow that we have now.
Depending on the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Well, thanks, Rachel.
Yeah, thank you.
No matter who we're working with, whether it's the grad students, the students who actually are coming here from schools, or other adults, like the more we can teach others about the environment, I know they'll go out and do the same. So
Yeah, it'll keep spreading.
it'll keep spreading.